In this video, we're going to talk about the three key things that you need to be able to do with your short game. If you're a high handicapper, you want to break those 100 barriers into the 90s. We're going to talk about some essentials for putting, some chipping, and some pitching basics. They're going to make you get the ball close, be more consistent, and break those ultimate best scores this season. So we have our basic chip and run. It's a chip shot. In football, we chip the goalkeeper, we hit it high. In golf, we chip and run it. We're looking for a low shot. We want to be having the ball roll 80–90% of its flight, and that is so key. The concepts about what you want to do with the ball, it really leads, and if you work backwards from that, chipping can be quite straightforward. So we want a low flight. In order to create that low flight, we want the shaft lean. We want to take the loft off the club. I'm using a 9-iron here today for this shot. And we've got about 10 yards to go. We've got a little bit of green to just bit of fringe to get over, and then we're onto the green. So a little chip rolling down to the flag. So we need the lean. We want the lean in the club. And one of the ways I like to do this, and I sometimes when I'm teaching beginners, is I take a standard starting position where I might grip the club at the top, feet wider, weight would be in the middle, eyes more over the ball, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my starting position into a chipping action to hit the ball nice and low. And I'm just going to talk you through the things that I'm doing. The first thing, I'm going to stand closer to it. I'm going to hold it lower down the club. I'm going to position my feet closer together with my left toe turned out. The ball's going to be opposite the right foot, and now I'm leaning the club. And now I have my starting position. Now, nearly everything is changed in my starting position from a full shot. That now gives me the chance to hit the shot with lean, brush the grass after the ball, and you can see here that with a little bit of tummy turn, a little bit of chest turn, that my nose now and my sternum is just lined up just past the ball. Okay, so look where you're going, look where you're going, check the target, hit your shot. And remember, we're trying to hit with that shaft lean, almost returning back to our starting position, and that's why we have that little bit of chest turn in our address position. Right, we have a little 30-yard pitch shot, a little bit of green to work with, and I'm going to be picking the sand wedge. You see a lot of high handicappers choosing the pitching wedge to pitch with, and it is confusing that you'd be hitting, I hit the majority of my short pitches around the green, 30, 40, 50 yards with a sand wedge, and I've got a 54-degree here today. That enables the ball to fly still quite low, but spin, grab on the green, and stop quickly. If you're using a pitching wedge, they just roll and they roll and they roll. They're really not great unless you want to be hitting a very low pitch in there. Let's go through the shot. Some of these things might surprise you. Well, the first thing is the setup. The feet go closer together than a full shot. The ball would be in the center of the stance, and I favor the weight on the left-hand side, maybe 60%, 65% on the left-hand side. We're going to follow kind of a 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock swing. So however far back we go, we want to be coming roughly even on the way through. But what I see with the best players in the world is that all of them stand up through the shot. Every single one of them, their head moves up as they make contact with the ball into this ending position. So many amateurs I see are trying to keep their head still, trying to not move the body, and it just becomes all hands and arms, okay? It actually allows us to have the club lean, stand up, we're bruising the grass, we're not taking huge divots, but that is really an essential for these kind of 30-yard pitch shots. So I'm going to give myself a nice lie here, looking towards the target. Weight's a bit more on the left than standard iron shots would be. I'm going to stand up, and brush that grass just after the ball. Now for lag putting. We don't see many high handicappers practicing this, do we? And one of the things that we don't want to be doing on these putts is getting too overly focused on what that club's doing, how that putter's moving. So one of my favourite games for this is the looking at the hole lag putting drill. It's good fun. It can be quite liberating to putt like this. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your normal starting position, line up your putter at the hole, but then all you do is you just stare at the hole and then hit the putt. All the time just staring at the hole. It can take 3 or 4 minutes to get used to this, but what we tend to see with players is that distance control really improves because their focus is out on the target. So we don't want to actually be playing golf looking at the hole, but when you've got used to this game, the mental process is the same. Look at the target, eyes return back to the ball, and you hit the putt without delay, thinking about that target.